1st, 2018, she appeared on ABC's Nightline.
In retrospect, I've learned that it's not supposed to be given to anybody who's in recovery. And if you have to give it, they have to be closely monitored, and it should not be given for more than 2 to 3 weeks. So in a 7-day period, he took 20-something pills, and in a 9-day period, 33. So he relapsed.
On March 22nd, 2017, Chris Cornell sent an email to a close colleague writing, "Would love to talk. Had relapse."
Chris didn't stop being an addict. The thing is about addiction is it's not a moral failing. It is a disease.
Once addiction gets hold of you, it's very rarely that it leaves easily. You know, your biology is affected by addiction, right? So we become more and more used to whatever substance we're taking, so we need more of it and we crave it more. Your psychology is affected by it.
It's clear that Chris went through a period of abusing lorazepam, but the concentration of the drug found in his system at the time of death was not high. The toxicology report shows Chris had 41 nanograms per milliliter of lorazepam in his blood, which is well within therapeutic range. Also, the fact that his bodyguard was dispensing the medication suggests the dosage was being controlled. He was also taking the painkiller butalbital, which may have been used to treat a headache. Although this medication can be a powerful sedative, it too was not found at high levels in Chris's system when he died. Therefore, I do not think either of these drugs directly caused Chris's death.
Dr. Michael Hunter now believes he can explain what caused Chris Cornell to take his own life.
Chris developed anxiety from a young age and battled with depression throughout his life. Chris was also someone who is prone to addiction, from alcohol to oxycodone. These addictions would have likely compounded his depression. The toxicology shows no evidence of antidepressants in his blood the night he died, which tells me that if he was depressed at the time of his death, his depression was not being managed.
What, did his depression kill him? It was a part of it. But with serious addiction, you have serious depression.
I can only surmise that when his time came, he was not himself. And I think that this happens, whether due to substances or what have you, that a person can lose touch with themselves and with others and become so mired in their own pain, they lose sight of the consequences of their actions.
Chris Cornell was a man who steered clear of the illegal drugs associated with the rock and roll lifestyle and managed to beat his addictions to alcohol and oxycodone. His successful rehabilitation in 2002 and commitment to his family are testaments to his strength of spirit and desire to lead a full and happy life. While Chris bravely faced a number of psychological challenges throughout his life, I cannot completely rule out his history of depression, along with the role of prescription medications, as being one of a number of factors which could have affected Chris's thought processes and decision-making. While it's hard to know what exactly caused Chris Cornell to tragically take his own life, there is a chance his judgment may have been impaired, which increased the likelihood of self-harm.
Chris Cornell and Soundgarden were probably the greatest musicians from the grunge era. It's heartbreaking that he's gone. It's hard to believe.
I like to remember Chris as he was when I first saw Soundgarden play, as this elemental force, primal.
Chris Cornell's legacy was incredible music that pushed genre, took emotion to its deepest place, and inspired others to do so, not for success, not for money. He had those things, but it was for catharsis.